I was asked to speak to a group that I never get to speak to. I'm an adult adoptee. I was adopted way back in 1967. When I was 3 months old, I was adopted. Initially, right after I was born, I was taken into foster care, so I never met my mom. I'm 45 now. When I was 43, I completed the search for my mother and unfortunately found out that she died 6 years before I found her. And so I never got to ask her those questions. I never got to have that conversation with her. And so people always ask, what would you have said? It actually comes down to three things. And I find these are actually very common among other adoptees. The first thing was I wanted to let her know that I was okay, that I turned out all right. And the cool thing was I'd met a birth sibling and brother and got to hear, what it was like for them to grow up. And there was some peace in knowing that they all really struggled in life. And actually they struggled a lot more than I did. So there was some peace in knowing that my mom made the right decision. That I know it was a tough decision for her to make, but I benefited from that. The other thing I wanted to know is I just wanted to see someone that looked like me. I never had that genetic connection. So I didn't meet my mom, but again, I did meet a birth sibling, and she had pictures of my mom. And so I was able to get those pictures and see where I get my smile from, and see, that our cheeks are a lot alike, and that our baby pictures look alike. And that was really cool. And then the last thing was I just wanted to know the real story. It's real common in adoption that, especially when I was growing up, people would say, well, your mom couldn't take care of you. And that was never really much of an answer for me. So yeah, that was the question I wanted to know was, tell me the story, good, bad, indifferent. I just wanted to know, how I came about. So that was it. Those were the three things that I wanted to convey to my mom and ask her. So I honor you because we don't do a great job of that in the adoption community. Is just honoring the sacrifice that you all make so that we can have better lives. And I'm an example of that I did go on to live better than brothers and sisters. So I honor you for the sacrifice that you're contemplating. Just wish you all the best. God bless you.